My hair has lasted for a very long time. Shout out to Isha. I feel like the older that I get, the more that I kind of look like my dad. If I show you a picture of my dad, I feel like this part on up looks like my dad. He looks like me. But I kind of look like my uncle too, so it's weird. What if my uncle is really my dad and my dad is really my uncle? I'm about to text my uncle and be like, what if my uncle is really my dad and my dad really my uncle? Bruh, he gonna throw him off. Bro, can you just stay here? Thank you. Sorry guys, I know I'm moving a lot. I'm just trying to, there we go. I was gonna go to the hospital today and see my boy, but I was too late. I think they closed, like, with visitation and all that. I think they shut down at like 7 something. So I ain't go. But I was gonna go today. Check on my boy. Crack some more jokes. I was studying that stuff, and they did say when you like in the coma and stuff like that, sometimes people can still hear. I knew that he was hearing because when I did go in there with my aunt, and I was talking, and I said the best basketball player is here, NaShaN, but he was moving his eyes when I was talking before I even let him know it was me. So it's kind of that stuff is kind of like so strange and fascinating because it's like, what the heck? It's like, I'm still studying it though, but it's like, if he's in a coma or stuff like that, it's so weird. It's so weird. Because they say you're not alerted, but it's like, if he's not alerted, then how is he moving his eyes? Why can't he just wake up? You get what I'm saying? It's so crazy how this stuff really works. It's part of his brain. Part of his brain is still functioning. It's alerted. Yo, what's up? That stuff is very fascinating to me. That's why I like psychology. And I'm rolling back in college. So I'm gonna finish y'all. I don't like school. I ain't even gonna say I don't like school. I actually do like school, but it has to be something I'm really intrigued by. Like when I was going into Martin had classes. I was inside of a class that was speaking about MK Ultra and stuff like that. I like stuff like that. So it just had to be like things that I'm really, really interested in, because I would thrive like crazy in it. I would be engaged in everything. Oh, this is my new book. Write it down. This is my new book I got a couple days ago. My day has been well. I just got in the house. Went to my niece's birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese. Then I went out. And I'm back at home. This book speaks about, just writing it down. Well, I didn't get too far in it, but it just speaks about the power in words. Things that you say is very powerful. You say you're going to be very successful, you're going to be amazing, you are beautiful. It is really going to happen if you believe. That's why it's very crucial what you say to kids, especially kids who are 1, 2, 3, 4 years old, because they're just shaping them. I know it's crazy. As a kid in high school and all that, and just as a kid in general, I used to read like a lot of books, front to back. But now that I got older, the way that I read books is just very strange now. I don't like reading storytelling books. I like reading books that's more educational. Like books like this one. I got so many books, y'all. I got a whole bunch of books in there, and I got a whole bunch of books in my trunk that I have not brought in. And I have to buy another bookshelf because I gave my other one away. But I won't say too many, but I have a lot of books. And once I build a house, Lord's will, I'm gonna have a room that's just a library. It's gonna be shelves, just a library. But I'm gonna tell you how I read books. I would literally read say for example, I would read some of this book, like read some of it, then I would go to the next book. Like I can go all the way to page 30 and then just start reading it. And then out of nowhere start reading this book. Then I'll stop and then come back to this book or go to another book. It's crazy. I don't know why I read books like that now. I never even finished this book. I like this book though because it teaches you about the images, how we don't really show positive image in black children. Most images that you see in black children, it's like design program. You don't see dad. And if you do see mom, she's in a certain state. As in not city, but like mentally or just in life. You know, you don't really see positive, uplifting. You know? It's generational though. And it's programmed. Like that Willie Lynch thing, that Willie Lynch is still going on today. Literally. Hold on, y'all. Don't click off. I have to do something. Yeah, man, that Willie Lynch is still going on today, for real. That's crazy. And that's a mind thing that Willie Lynch did. And if you see how it's still going on, literally. If you will find the black community, you will find us going at war with each other, dark skin versus light skin, as if we're not the same culture or like people. That came from Willie Lynch to control the slaves. And it's still happening today. Oh shoot. Okay, I need to scoot it over again. Sorry guys. I'm trying to set this up, but I got my phone on the charger. So I don't want to. Okay, there we go. Y'all know how Constant I got a certain chair in his gaming room? It's gonna be in my gaming room, y'all. It's funny. And I'm a book thief too. I literally take books. Like this was not my book. One of my old pastor, he gave me. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me go get it. I got a few of them in my trunk. Sorry. You should have told me that y'all failed. Don't. I just got that box. I brought that in and sat that there. It's just bowls and stuff though. I get it when I get time. I got so many of his books. There's something more in the trunk. Yeah, this is my old pastor's. I tricked him to keep this book. Bruh. Hey, what's up? Let me just take this off until I have to put it back on the charger. Hey, what's up? I tricked him though. I just said, you said I could have this book. He never said that. And I just took it. I'm a book collector. Don't give me no book because you will never get it back. I like collecting books. You know how people like to collect shoes? I like to collect books. Sometimes I collect books and I just never read them. Excuse me. I got so many books, bro. I have been thinking about writing a book on mind control. Just certain mind controls that I'm aware of that's happening inside the ghettos. I think that'd be a fire book. My day has been well. I can't complain. I'm alive. I'm healthy. I'm moving on my own. You know, I can't really complain. It's nothing to complain about. We have other people in certain situations where, you know, makes you blessed about the small things in life. My day has been well. What about yours? God, I'm eating. I have a roof over my head. I have a car, a job. You know, it's nothing to complain about. You know, I still got struggles, but God can handle that. How was y'all day, man? I gotta go get my cat some more food. That's definitely true. So that's very true. Breathing, yes. You know, I got a friend in the hospital right now, fighting for his life. You know, so that makes me just really appreciate the small things. Oh yeah, when I calm down my dreads, I'm not gonna lie to you, Danny, that's not really me having my hair pressed out. That was more so a stage in my life where I felt like I just allowed others to shape me and who they wanted me to be, and not allow myself to be me. Probably was not even, I wasn't happy. What you see right now is me, my authentic self. I ain't gonna lie to you, I never been the girl to like pink. Like since a kid, I always was aware of my authentic self. You know, I always been a gamer. I've been playing the game since elementary school. I always like blue. I'm a blue over pink type of person. I play with the Bratz dolls with my cousin Raven and stuff like that. You know, I play with those type of toys, but I just always been it's real cool, laid back, LED lights. You know, did I bring that in? Yeah, I'm about to show y'all stuff that I like, you know. Hold on. Don't fall off, phone. Let me show y'all. So I like stuff like this, man, you know? Yo, what's up? This type of stuff. It's an N for my name. Yeah, this is like a good art stuff, like piece that I like. I saw it at Hobby Lobby. You know, I said, I've been having this for a few years. And I said, yeah, I gotta get this. I like this. Yeah, so I like stuff like that. And I think the world is so brainwashed. And they say, oh, a girl has to wear this. A girl has to wear heels. A girl has to get their nails done. A girl has to wear dresses. No, you don't. You do not have to do that stuff. Because that does not define you as a person. Everybody is different and unique. And we all have our own different styles. You know? This is just my style. This doesn't have nothing to do with my sexuality or anything like that. And people get confused. They think, oh, since you dress like this, you know? Like, no. Why can't people just express themselves in ways that they want to? The world is very conditioned. You into art? Yes, I'm very into art. What's your favorite food? I don't really know. I like rice. I love rice. The fried rice, the spicy, I love rice. Do you know how to draw? Yes. I used to draw almost every day for this kid named Sage, man. I used to have to draw monster trucks every freaking day. And I really did. I really drew monster trucks every single day to the point where I had caught COVID and I had to leave And somebody else had to literally draw the monster trucks because I had put him in such a routine that he couldn't get out of it. Yeah, I know that you are different, but at the same time, you're really beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think we're all different. We all have our own styles. When you just express who you are, your authentic self, you will be different too. Everybody is different. Everybody's different. I'm not into heels or dresses or nothing like that. Or getting my nails done. As in like the long pretty I like the long pretty nails, just not on me, you know? But yeah. My cat, I've been thinking about putting my cat in modeling. He's a very handsome cat. Ain't you, Tiger? Ain't you so handsome, Tiger? Tiger. Read me, my dreads are getting long. That's crazy. I was looking at it today. They're literally in the middle of my back. It's crazy. It's going on 3 years. My loctician said that I'm now about to be in my last stage where my hair is about to drop to the point where, you know how people get their hair pressed out and it'd be like just flat? She said my hair is about to do that. Her hair is long too. Her hair is I love her dreads. They're very beautiful. And they're thick. Hers way longer than mine though. I'm still a cool person. I hang out with her in real life. Outside of her just being my loctician. I thought about coloring my locks. But I'm like, nah. I'm not gonna do that. I like it because I can never get my natural hair color back. My natural hair color is not black. It's sandy brown. Like right now, as I'm putting into the light, it's like sandy dark brown. It's not black. So yeah. Hopefully y'all day is going well, man. Do y'all fast? Have I ever experienced any violence? No, I haven't. Thank God. You know, it's God protecting me, of course. But I never experienced it. I don't want to either. I don't look for trouble. Because when you look for trouble, that stuff will find you. Nobody's untouchable. If you keep looking for trouble, it will find you. So I do try to be at peace with people. But I ain't gonna lie, I am human. So when I see certain stuff, and I feel like people are hating on the low or they're being slick, it does bother me. It makes me want to say something. Sometimes I fail and I do say stuff. Sometimes I don't fail and I remain quiet. But I'm human just like everybody else. You do on Sundays? You say you fast on Sundays? Yeah, I think I'm planning right now. So when I try to fast, I do let God know that I'm about to fast. And then I try to figure out what I'm about to, not figure out, but I pinpoint on what I want to fast about. Sometimes I fast away from my phone. I went 3 days. I went literally 3 days. When I started my spiritual journey in 2019, I went 3 days without eating. Just drinking water. And I did it. But after I made it It was hard. I was hungry, but after that Sunday, once I reached that time, I ate pizza and I almost threw up. I was eating it too fast. And I'm eating Rowley's, Remy. It's okay. They should have fried my fries a little bit longer. I try at least 10 hours a day. When I usually when I fast, I go from the morning time. I do morning time fast. Then after the morning time, I eat. But I want to plan for a full day. I don't know. I just feel like, cause I got a friend right now. He in the hospital, and when I went there, I feel like that situation has opened my eyes a little bit more, my spirituality. And now that when I fast, I just feel more in tune to get more connected with the spiritual side and more so, just God and direction and clarity and stuff like that. Because right now, I work with a kid who suffers from autism, and I'm very I want to say I don't want to be prideful and speak too highly of myself, but I do feel like I am humbling myself and waiting on God to open up a door. But I am not satisfied, as in I am not fulfilled, because my passion is not to work with kids with autism. I don't feel like a mentor. I feel like a caregiver, taking care of him every day, and I just don't like it. So I can quit. That is a choice that I can do. But I have learned that when you move too fast before God, you can get yourself in situations even more worse, or you become even more unhappy. So instead of moving before God, I'm praying for direction and I'm humbling myself until He opens the door. It's very hard. Have you ever thought about combing your dreads out? I combed them out before. I combed them out. This is my second set. My first set I combed out. But I won't comb these out. I actually love locks. I never thought that I would like locks, but I love these. She's so beautiful when she combs her dreads out. That's the old version of me. You can tell you got great energy by the growth of your hair. Thank you. I appreciate that. My hair, I love my hair. I definitely do. It's definitely a big part of my identity. So I'm thankful for it. Yeah, Riley's just busting. They got the best fries in the game. Them and Five Guys. But Five Guys is so expensive. $20 just for a meal. When I went there one day and she was like, $20. I said, nope, never mind. And I walked right out. Yo, what's up, Zell? I don't care how much money a person has or what I got. I'm not paying no $20 for a burger and fries. At all. Cause it's not even that busting for real. It's not busting that. It ain't that good for $20. I see if it was like crazy. My hair is my strength. When you said that, it made me think about the Bible. When she cut his hair. Do you rather barrel twist? I never did neither one. I was gonna do okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. These are actually 2-strand twists. So these started at two strands. You eat there once in a while. Yeah. That's pretty decent, but that's too much money. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I'm about to apply for food stamps. Ain't nothing wrong with some food stamps, man. I read about something that Trump was gonna change it to give food stamps to people who are working. Because I do agree with giving it to people who are working so they can get ahead. The system is kind of backwards. They make sure it's kind of targeted to people who are, how can I put it? Oh no, I forgot. I can't put it in a certain way. I gotta think about it. I don't be neither one. I be alerted. I be very alerted. But I don't. I can read body language a lot, so. I don't really be nervous or nothing like that. Right now, God is definitely allowing it to open doors for me. So I'm blessed with that, but Eventually, I'm not gonna keep doing them. As I get bigger, I'm gonna stop. I'm not money driven either. I do, I do work for money, but I'm not money driven. So that is definitely a blessing, because if I was money driven, money hungry, I would allow so much in my videos, but I don't. So you can't be alert when ghost hunting. Why are you so addicted to ghost hunting? I'm not ghost hunting. I believe in the spiritual side of life. I ain't doing that stuff. But I do believe in the spiritual world. That stuff is very real. I ain't tapping into that. I'll sit in the car and wait for you. You can go in there by yourself. Yeah, I believe in that stuff. I have experiences and all that stuff. That stuff is very real. You better get those glasses, or you better get a GoPro and strap it on your head and be your own camera person. Yeah, you can have a phone. That's enough for everybody in here. What I'm looking at? Nothing. I'm just really thinking. Now, you was talking about that. I was thinking about, I got a friend in the hospital right now. Oh my gosh, here you are. I missed the trolls. And they said he died for 10 minutes. He was dead. But he in the hospital. He's alive now. He's just in a coma. And you made me think about something. And it's like, he died. And I want to, like, when he actually wake up, I want to ask him, like, when you died, did you remember anything? And also, like, now that he in a coma and stuff like that, I want to say he's unconscious, because when I went in there when I was talking to my aunt, he was trying to open his eyes. And I started droning on him. And I'm like, when he wake up, I want to, like, I told him too. I was talking to him. I was like, when you wake up, I want you to tell me about this experience. Like, what do you see? And all this stuff. And he like, because it's like a spiritual side to that. I'm like, what do you see? I was reading up on it, and it said, like, different people have different experiences. And, like, it shows you how real the spiritual side of, like, this spiritual world is. He got shot? No, he didn't get shot. It's crazy, though. Yeah, I was talking to him, like, man, when you wake up, you gotta tell me about this experience. Like, what did you see? Like, where was you at? Do you remember anything? They said that when you're in that state, you can still hear. I read that some people see spiritual beings, they see figures. Some of them have dark experiences, all that stuff. Sometimes they hear voices. It's crazy. My grandma was like that too. My grandma, she was asleep, then she woke up, and then she, if I blew up with ghost hunting, sure, I need you just as a guest. Don't even need you in the area. Stay. So I ain't coming. Oh, watch out! No, I'm not coming at all. I'm not coming. I'm gonna pray. Let me pray for you, cause I'll do that. But I ain't coming. Why you just won't? You just go to a few places that already do that, and just go. I feel like you would like the music or just the industry in general, because the industry does this stuff. The industry does a lot of, like, for example, like the music industry. The music industry does a lot of worshiping. So like they light the candles and put the candles in certain areas, and they chant and do certain things, and they bring certain spirits. I feel like you would like that, and it's crazy. I'm not even gonna talk about that. That stuff's crazy. But ask one of the rappers or something, can you come when they do that stuff? I guarantee you won't want to see it again. But you want to go ghost hunting, though. It's going to give you everything you're looking for. You just go there. And hang out with them when they do that chant stuff. I guarantee you ain't going to never want to do that stuff again. I feel you. I want to go. I want to make it into the kingdom. That's one prayer that I let God know. Hey, God, bruh. Sorry, I didn't mean to call him bruh, but like, God, just make sure that I live with you forever. Yeah, that's my main goal behind all this stuff. Literally. It's one of my main prayers, is that I make it into the kingdom. After all this, my mission is over on earth. I'm thankful to be alive, I'm grateful. But my main mission is to live right. And when I face God, then he says, well done. And I live with him forever. I ain't trying to live in hell. Heck, the devil is definitely real. I'm good. The spiritual life, the spiritual world, it is very real. I've been experiencing this stuff since a kid, the spiritual side of life. And I just feel like right now, I don't know what happened, but once I went to the hospital and I left, it just made me feel way more connected now. Literally. It shows you how thin we are to the physical and the spiritual. So I ask God for protection all the time, but I'm aware of the spiritual side of life because I have seen it with my own eyes. Like that ghost stuff that you're speaking about, I have seen that with my own eyes. And I'll be telling, like, I don't know, I was a kid and I woke up, I was a kid, I was at my cousin's house and everybody was asleep. And I remember I was sleeping on the floor and I woke up 2 nights in a row. And I just saw a figure just standing in the door. And I was not dreaming, I was definitely awoke. And it was white and you could see through it and it just stood there and never did nothing. But every time I said, it left. And it did that again. The next night, I woke up again and I saw it in the same spot. And I said, and it didn't leave. So I said, and it left. And I never experienced it again. And I don't, like, I be asking, I be trying to figure out, like, why did I see that? So I know this stuff, I know that's real, Zell. So I don't want to, I know that's real from seeing it and from hearing certain things. So I'm good. My boy said, I love you. You don't even know me to love me. Bro, y'all are so funny, bro. I be having crazy dreams, too. I had a dream where I went underwater and I stopped myself from breathing and I heard a man voice say, you can breathe. And I started breathing again. It's crazy. Who did you see, Casper? I don't know. But it just shows you that the spiritual world, it showed me personally that the spiritual world is real. It wasn't Casper though, but I don't know what it was. I don't think it was something that was evil. It probably was. I don't know. I don't think I can't really say. But it didn't do nothing. Yo, you know Binky? Who's Binky? You know, yeah, I feel like God showed me that for a reason. But once you get into the entertainment business, like the music industry, and once you get deep into it, it would make unbelievers become believers. Real folk and Arthur. I don't know them. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not working with nobody from the city anymore. Unless it's certain people. Because I'm seeing the city for what it is. A lot of people really like, you be working with people and they really secretly envy you, trying to compete against you and one up against you. And I be like, yeah, I'm not really working with people in the city no more. It's just a lot of jealousy. I kind of understand why they say a lot of this stuff is crabs in the bucket. Because it's really competition. Like, I'm cool. I don't know him. You believe in voodoo? I don't believe in the voodoo where they said that if you die, a person can bring you back to life. I don't believe in that. Yeah, I'm not trying to work with people in the city. I'm sorry. I just experienced too much recently. Like, they be sneak dissing. It's just too much. Like, you do whole vlogs with people and they literally be hating on you afterwards, trying to go against you. It's envy. I'm cool. I'm only working with certain people in the city that I know is genuine. Yeah, they be sneak dissing and stuff. Or I'm staying away from certain crowds. But a certain crowd in the city is just full of hate, full of jealousy, full of envy. That's why I see a lot of people get on and they leave. But hate comes with love, all this stuff. But I just be saying stuff. And I have been quiet for the longest, but I am human. Today I said something about it, you know? But then I was like, yeah, you know, I'm not just gonna let it go, whatever it is, what it is, you know? That's gonna come with it, you know? Everybody gonna probably smile on your face. I smell like cigarettes. Who the heck is Binky? I'm publishing a book. Good luck with that. I don't know Binky. No, Binky's not guiding me. Jesus Christ guides me. I don't need Binky. Oh, hey, hello, Ozzy. I've been doing that. I have been interviewing people in the city. And guess what? They be hating afterwards. Like, bro, how you hating? It's like, what the heck? Whole time we can work together and get bigger together, but you want to hate. It's envy, bro. It's people's just spirits. They just not satisfied. Like, a person can have way more emotion than you, but they watch everything that you do. They trying to copy you and compete. Everything is about compete. If whatever you do, they see you do, it's like their whole journey is focused on you. And every time you do something, they got to do it better. It's like their self-esteem, their success is circled around one-upping on you. And that's what's going on in the city. Shout me out. Shout out to J. Cole. That's your opinion, Arthur. If that's what you want to believe, then hey, I'm not here. That's your choice. But I'm gonna believe in what I believe in. Real spill. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I came into this game. I am expanding. That's why I work with people outside the city. But I came into this game. I'm genuine. What I'm doing right now is really my passion. Just really helping the youth, changing the youth, just changing the system for the youth. Literally, that's what I want to do. I'm really doing it. I'm genuine behind what I do. I'm not doing it to just gain money or just to gain for myself. To get what I'm saying. And people will still hate, you know. But I have a face now, so it's gonna come with hate. Everybody's not gonna be clapping for me and stuff like that. You live in Florida? Yeah, I'm now. Thank God, I'm working my way around to different cities now. So yeah, I'm expanding. So I just really don't like driving though. Once I build my team, I'm waiting on God to build my team. But once I build my team, it's gonna be crazy, and it's not gonna just be a team around media. I'm talking about a team that's more political. My team is gonna be very powerful, and I'll just be one woman on my team. I'm gonna have men, but women are just so powerful, literally. Thank you, man. Thank you, Flourish. I'm from the map though, Far East Side. Shout out to the Far East Side. I just did a hood vlog over there. Somebody interviewed me. Heck yeah. You in the hood? I'm not in the hood right now. I'm not. I'm from the hood. I just did a video in my hood yesterday. I think about it. I just told you I don't really work with people in the city no more. I kind of feel, NBA Youngboy, he don't be working with people, and I kind of see what he mean. It's like they be fake smiling in your face, but the whole time they don't like you. I'm like, how y'all don't like me? And I'm like, genuine. I'm really genuine, and I'm positive behind what I'm really doing. I'm not doing it for my own pleasure. You play games, of course. I am finally going to get my game, my PC, y'all. My PC, my monitor. I'm going to finally get it, y'all. I'm just gonna try to stream, find a way to stream on here and take a Twitch at the same time. But yeah, I'm gonna get my monitor because I be bored. Do your own thing. Thank you, Arthur. I am doing my own thing. I built this from the ground on up with God's help. It has always been me. I got up every day. I recorded weekend after weekend. Even when I lost my car, I got in a car accident. I was on the bus. Like, you can ask people that I was reaching out to, or that was reaching out to me. I literally got on the bus every time I had an interview. Got on the bus, went to that interview, walked places that I needed to go, and I still interviewed. A lot of my videos that you see in the summertime, I was on the bus, making it happen. But people just be sneak dissing though. They just be hating on the low. I be seeing that stuff. I just never say nothing. They be hating. I'm like, y'all burning bridges for no reason, just because y'all envious of what I'm doing. You don't gotta burn bridges. I feel like I'm a loyal person. So if I feel like you genuine and you really got my back, I'm most definitely probably gonna open the door for you. They say it's in the Bible that women were handcrafted. God took time to put a. I mean, men and women are needed. I'm gonna need men and women on my team, of course, but I feel like women are just very powerful. Something about women are powerful. I'm not working with the wrong type of people. It's just a vibe that's happening here in the city. It's a true situation. I'm not the only person that has said this. I just never believed it, until I'm now in the public's eye. I'm in the media, or I have a face. I now see it, and I'm now experiencing it. It's really real. The media outlets, it's people, social influencers, they all live like that. It's really happening here. At first, I didn't think that. I didn't think that because I wasn't experiencing it. But now I see that a lot of people literally get on and they leave because of what's happening here. You see Mark, what's his name? Mark Battles 317. He just got on and left, and you see why big people get on and they leave. They go to different cities and they work with other people, other cities, because our city is really struggling right now. That's why I don't live there. I live here because I'm not about gaining for myself. I have kids here that I'm mentor. I'm really trying to change the system. That is why I'm here. That's why it throws me off that people become envious of what I'm doing or my success, because I'm really genuine on changing things. I'm positive, you know. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. Without God, we wouldn't be here. Women needs men just like men need women, you know. So it's a balance. It's a good balance, you know. I don't think women are above men. I don't think, you know. So it's a balance, you know. You gotta meet educated people with normal lives and jobs. I have to meet certain people that's of my level, you know. I can't focus on people certain. I can't. The problem is I have to get away from certain media outlets and people and the influencers that target a certain audience or have a certain mindset. I have to surround myself with people who of the same level and mindset as me in the city. It is here, of course, but right now, I just gotta trust the journey. I'm a soldier, very powerful. If it don't affect you, don't let it affect you. I ain't gonna lie, it does be affecting me sometimes. Because when you're genuine and you just see people hating off you and they're not trying to show you love, or, you know, sneak this in, it does bother you. I'm still human. You know, I just been quiet for a long time. Today and yesterday I finally said something, you know. But I deleted my stuff because I feel like, you know, I'm gonna just go ahead and delete it. You know, it's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy, and it is what it is. You know, I'm still going up, I'm still successful, I'm still growing my brand. People are, you know, so people gonna love you, people gonna hate. But when you genuine, you work with people off the strength, and you see them hating, it can bother you because you're still human. Rich forever, what's up? You call me Lil Durk, people can affect your energy levels. I agree. It's gonna inspire many. Yeah, man. If you believe whatever, just believe it. Definitely will. It definitely will. I need to get some more cleaning supplies and it's clean. Yeah, man. So that's why it throws me. That's why it bothers me for real. Cause I'm like, why y'all hating on me? I'm not even a person that hates. I really like give everybody flowers for real. I support so many people. Behind every successful person lies a pack of haters. I agree. I definitely agree, man. It's making me strong though. At first, you know, it's making me strong. I don't really try to respond to hate anymore. I get hate on my page. It's crazy, right? That I get hate. The people will come on my page and hate. I just block them now. But I don't know why people burn bridges. Y'all burn bridges because of envy and sneak dissing. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Because you don't know who a person is going to become or what doors they're going to have the key to. You know? So it's good to build healthy relationships with everybody. You know? Because certain people that sneak dissing, they just literally got a door. That door is just closed on them. It's all just because of their own ways and insecurities. What's up, my nigga? What's up? Arthur. Are you Binky Bars? Is that you? You're funny, bro. I don't even want to move my pop. Hold on, y'all. I gotta drink some pop. No, I'm gonna drink some water. I've been 3 days without smoking weed. Everybody giving me a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. I need to get a filter though to put on my water. My boy wrote a paragraph. If you're not going to work with me because we're from the same city, but we're from the same neighborhood, but I don't represent it. Bruh, shut up. Shut up. Oh, you got a dog. Is that a dog? You got a dog for your picture? You look like a raccoon. No, that's you. Oh, that's your face. Oh, that's the side of your face. You sitting on steps. Shut up. You had no clue that I smoke? Yeah, I try to be honest. I'm just quiet. Yeah, you're right. I'm just kind of quiet. I'm kind of quiet and stuff. I just don't be out in the open like, oh yeah, I smoke weed. Look at me. Nah, I don't. I'm quiet. But I've been 3 days clean. I am trying to stop, by the way. So I've been 3 days clean. It's going on 4. What's up? I'm very proud of myself. Because I really am trying to stop. You smoke cigarettes? No, I really do not like cigarettes. I don't like the smell. When I was a kid, my grandma though, she used to ask me to light her cigarette up, and I used to puff it and then give it to her. I don't smoke. I haven't smoked for 3 days. For me to say I smoke means I am openly just smoking and not trying to stop. Sounds like you're giving up. What you mean? I am giving weed up. You don't even know me. No, I don't drink. I have never been a drinker. My grandma was an alcoholic, and I don't like the way it overtakes your mind. It's like you have no control. I don't like that. Giving up on your mission. I never said I was giving up on my mission. That lets you know you don't know me personally. What you don't, you just see something off it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, no, I don't drink. My family struggles with drinking. That's a big problem in my family. So I see it all around. And a lot of times when I see stuff and I see the way that it affects others, I stay away from it. The weed part, I don't really know how I got I don't even know how I even started smoking weed. Yeah, he was just doing too much. But the weed stuff is not me for real. It's not me. It never has been me. I just don't even know how I got started though. So, yeah. I'm pretty honest though about a lot of stuff that I do. Especially if you ask me, I'm honest about it. I'm definitely honest about it. Because I'm human. I'm very human. For real. I fall short a lot and I mess up a lot. And I deal with a lot of emotions too. So a lot of emotions that I have, I just go to God and I do here and there. But control, it takes responsibility. Yeah, I can say on my journey, it has been challenging to stop. But once I saw this dude that I know, that I've been knowing since high school for real, so we was hooping together. He in this situation, and it helped me not want to do it. It helped me not want to pick it up. It comes to my mind, temptation, but I'm okay. I'm not gonna smoke. I don't want to smoke. I'm good. I'm cool. I want to just take care of my body and my mind, my soul, my spirit, do the right thing, do what pleases God, and continue in this life. You know, just be at peace with everybody. That's one thing I try to do. Today I kind of struggle with that though, of trying to be at peace with everybody. Cause I spoke on how I just be seeing people hating on the low, and it just made me, and I became upset, and I responded. I reacted, and I responded, and I just like, yeah, I went against living in peace with everybody. But I took accountability and understood that I fell short, and I allowed my emotions to lead. I even apologized to one person, and I just, should make sure that I don't fall short again and allow my emotions to lead. You were inspiring as hell. Keep the kids as the motive. I thank you for that, man. They are my motives. That's why I don't know why people be hating. Because I ain't trying to just get rich for myself and get a big house and live, just for myself. It's not just for me. It's really for the kids. Money that I get and stuff, I spend it on them. I buy shoes, I buy clothes. I'll try to take kids different places and all that stuff. So it's not for me. In my head, I'm already planning a house, building a house and making sure that I have some stuff set up for kids that come over. So I'm doing a lot of stuff for the kids, man. So I don't be knowing why people be hating. But sometimes people be intimidated. I be having people with like political seats. I be having people in high seats intimidated by me. They be trying to close the door on me because they're intimidated. And I'm like, knowing my character that God gave me, if you a person in a high seat, you open the door for me, knowing that the certain power that I do have, we can really take over a lot of stuff. We can become the face of so much. But people be afraid. Like, what you afraid of? I'm not here to take your seat. And if I do take your seat, it just means that it was time for you to get up. But I ain't trying to take your seat. And, people just need to get to know my character and who I am first instead of being so intimidated. But people move out of envy and jealousy. They're jealous. It's envy. It's envious. It's low self-esteem. I'm a Mac. Like, I have a gift. Like, I have just everything. Like, from my ideas, from my gifts that I have, from my voice, from my platform. Once people learn how to work together, we can really take over. Just be scared, intimidated. I had somebody in a very high seat. Gotta smoke what, if any? What you mean by that? Rewrite that. Gotta smoke cess, if anything. I have people in high seats, literally in the political right now, trying to shut the door on me. But you can't shut the door on me. I cannot. No door can be shut on me. If I was not able to go through a door, it's because it wasn't the door that God wanted me to go through. That's it. Nobody has ever shut a door. You can't shut a door on me. It just meant that God didn't want me to go through it. If God wanted me to go through that door, I would go through it. You're the best. Thank you. Trolls be tripped out. I feel like a lot of men that be coming my way be very emotional. I don't feel like men should be too emotional. But that's just my opinion. I feel like they can have emotions. Of course, you're human. Man, they be doing too much. I have to. I feel like men, of course you can have emotions because you are human. Oh, but when you have, like, for example, this dude, right? It was a dude. This dude literally tried to get into it with me. So, because of his mistake, and that's what I mean where I feel like men should not be this emotional. They can have emotion, but I don't feel like this is set for a man. So what you do? You making tunes? What you mean? So this dude got mad at me because of his mistake. I was very calm and I was able to communicate. When he came up to me, he was talking crazy. And I stopped and I said, calm down. I feel like he wanted me to be intimidated by him because he was a man, but I wasn't. I was challenging him every second, but I was doing it in a way that I was controlling. I had my gun on my hip, and I was controlling the situation, which is a great, I feel like a lot of people should take classes on how to maintain a situation and not escalate it just because you have a gun on your hip. You don't have to use your gun. It's okay to walk away. And he was just very emotional. He was just going off, talking about how he gonna slap me. He lucky that I'm a girl. Then he try to say I'm trying to be a dude. I'm not trying to be a dude, but it's crazy that if I'm trying to be a dude, then it makes sense because you are very emotional like a girl. So it's like we switch roles in a sense. But I'm not trying to be a dude. I'm just very calm, and I feel like it's very shameful that you are so emotional and I am a woman and I am very more emotionally mature than you. And I feel like men are naturally supposed to lead. So I feel like he was not supposed to be that emotional. He was supposed to be able to be mature and lead the situation. But I did. I was more calm. I was level-headed. And I was telling him to calm down. If you want to communicate, we could have communicated and we could have fixed the issue that you messed up. You know? Then once I tried to show him his mistake, like, look at your phone. Let me show you where you made a mistake at. He was still cussing, threatening me and all that stuff, telling me he was going to slap me, all this stuff. Then he figured out that I wasn't intimidated. Because first off, if you're going to slap somebody or do something, you're going to do it. You're not just going to keep doing it and saying it. You just trying to intimidate me. But I wasn't intimidated. I just told him, how you going to get mad because you made a mistake? And that made him mad. So he told me, he said, come to my porch. Come in front of my door. Sir, why would I come in from the front of your door? Then it's going to make me look like the aggressor and give you the right to do whatever you want to do. But all you have to do is just learn how to control your emotions, be a man, lead the situation, and calm down. But I was the calm one, and I walked away. It hurt my ego. It sure did, because I wanted to show him that I'm not weak, sir. If you're going to slap me, do it. It's going to be a consequence behind it. But instead, I controlled the situation, and I told that man, have a good day, and I left. This is someone you was in a relationship? Heck no, it was not. It was a random guy. All from his mistake. I ain't gonna lie. I did write him and said, send me your Instagram, your social media, so we can have a proper conversation. But that was my ego. My ego was bruised because I walked away. That's what it was. I wanted to prove. It was my ego wanted to prove to him, like, okay. But instead, I controlled my ego, and I walked away. I was just emotionally mature. That's why I feel like, that's what I mean when I say I don't feel like men should be emotionally like that. I feel like men should have emotions. They should show emotions when they're sad, when they're happy, when they're upset, when they're hurt. But that is different. You shouldn't do that. You should not do that. To me, personally, you should be able to control your emotions as a man like that. Especially to a woman, you know? And he kept saying, you lucky you're a girl. Even if I was a man, I don't think he would have approached me that way. To him, in his mind, I feel like he thought it was a weakness that he was a man and I was a woman. So me being a woman, I feel like that was a weakness to him. That's why he came at me like that. But he learned that I wasn't intimidated by him being a man or sending threats, you know? If you send a threat, constantly over saying the same thing over, you're not going to do it. You know? Most men won't even go back and forth. Yeah, he wouldn't even calm down and have an actually grown-up conversation. He just kept threatening, you know? I'm like, okay. I was literally trying to talk to him and trying to show him where he messed up at, but he wasn't trying to learn from the situation. He just kept trying to threaten me. You quit smoking after 16 years? I ain't gonna lie, that is a great accomplishment, and I applaud you for that. You know, you should be very proud of yourself. For sure. Definitely. Yeah, man. My ego was very hurt, man. I wanted to prove myself so bad. I'm like, nah, it's not worth it. Just be the more mature person in the situation. You know? You could teach him something. He really tried to get me to come to his door. I'm like, sir, I'm not coming to your door. It's not that deep. I told him it's not that deep. Calm down. And he came in. He was outside with a robe on too, a red one. You just getting in. See this? Oh no, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not trying to smoke. Not a thing. What's up? This man. It was this dude who made a mistake, and he wasn't willing to see that he made the mistake. So he was too emotional. He started threatening me and all that, talking about he lucky that I'm a girl because he would slap me. But he just kept saying it, and I'm like, sir, first off, if you're going to slap me, you're just going to do it. You're not going to keep threatening me. You just saying that because you think I'm going to be intimidated by you, and I have my glasses on. When I have my glasses on, I look nerdy, you know? So I'm like, a person who's going to do something, they're going to do it. They're not going to just keep saying it. And then if you slap me, I'm gonna hold you accountable because you're bigger than me. So I feel like I'm threatened. In Indiana, it's stand your ground. I understand that if he hit me, step back, I can't protect myself. But if he keep hitting me and kidding me and I feel like I'm threatened, I'm going to send the consequence. You know, I'm protecting myself. He just went in the house though. Yeah, he just went in the house. I said, sir, have a good day. With his red robe on. He had a robe. A robe and slippers, I think. He seen my gun. He said, she got a pole on her. I'm like, yeah. First off, I'm mad that he even seen it, honestly. But I wasn't even trying to show off that I had a gun. I was really trying to fix the situation. For real. Because I came back. I came back and tried to fix the situation. From his mistake, but he was just too emotional. With his cornrows to the back. I don't know what be wrong with people, for real. So, never approach a man with a red robe on. I learned my lesson, man. He was heated. What kind of gun you got? I don't like to really tell people what type of guns I got. I just feel like I don't know. I just don't like saying that. Wow, sorry you had to deal with that. Oh no, it's okay actually. I'm glad that I actually went through it because it showed me that what strength that I had, and it really gave me another opportunity, something to speak to the kids about, especially about self-control when you in an escalated situation and you have a gun on you, that you don't always have to allow your ego to lead you, because I could have easily allowed my ego to lead, and I could have allowed the situation to turn into something real crazy to the point where I probably wouldn't be even here sitting talking to y'all, you know? So it's like I controlled the situation. Now that I went through that, I could actually teach kids how to control situations when they're in a situation that's escalated, you know? I could teach them how to walk away, even when your ego is bruised and you want to prove yourself. So that was a blessing. I thank God for that. Sometimes it's just best to be the bigger person and walk away from the situation. It's exactly what I did. I told him, I literally, when he said, come to my door, I said, sir, have a good day. Like, why you, like, and it's like, he was dissing me in front of his apartments, and I'm like, sir, now if I was a person that really wanted revenge, I actually know where you live at, you know? It's like, use your head, not your emotions. That's how they be acting on them apartments on 21st and Arlington. Where's 21st and Arlington at? 21st and Arlington. 21st and Arlington, is that by the food stamp place? 21st and Arlington, that is by the food stamp place. It's by that basketball center, or that center. They be escalated. Yeah. On Plaza Drive. Oh, and them projects. They look like projects. They Section 8. I think I know what you're talking about. Those apartments over there. don't be knowing what's wrong with people don't, but yeah. I don't know, man. That showed me something about myself. That I can control my emotions. Manor A House of Project. You know what's crazy? That those are not even a hood no more. That's crazy, isn't it? I know what you're talking about. Right next to the school. I ain't know nothing tonight. I'm staying in the house for sure. I did find a nice place downtown that I found. It's like a cool little spot. It plays music and all that. I think I'm gonna go there one weekend and just really chill. You know what's crazy? I've been thinking about getting into trying wine. Getting into wine, trying wine, just to, you know. That's what I've been wanting to do. Dudes like that are scared to squabble because they know they can keep an eye out for those guys. I ain't gonna lie, he probably was more intimidated. He was saying, I feel like, I don't know. He was probably intimidated. Or he was trying to control the situation and intimidate me, but I ain't gonna lie to you, it was not working because I stood toe to toe with him. He was taller than me too. While he was talking crazy, I was standing toe to toe to him. You like Phoenix? What is it about Phoenix that make people want to move there? Oh, I heard about the indie town apartment. Them colorful ones. How is it over there? What they be doing over there? How is it? My cat in there asleep. Where he at? That's really everywhere though, for real. But so many people do move there, and I'm like, why do they move there? I've never been there, so I can't really say. I just want to know, like, what is it about Arizona that makes people want to move there? It's warm all year round, ghetto. That's how it is in those apartments. Well, I got a good genuine question. What do you feel like? What makes something ghetto? That's a genuine question. Phoenix is warm all year round for people who don't like winter. Is it cheaper? It's hot. Yeah, I don't know. I like the 4 seasons. The winter here has really not been. It hasn't really been cold. Thank you so much. We be outside. I love Indy, bro. I be downtown. Everybody be in shorts. Like, dang, bro. We all the same because I don't be cold either. It was a little bit warm a couple of days ago. I'm like, we can go swimming at this point. Nice, not true. I stay in the nice side of town. What do you mean? Oh, with that comment? You know what I think blasting music, yelling sometimes. I think niggas blasting music, yelling sometimes, fighting, trash everywhere. That's how I feel like something ghetto. Ghetto only label that government put on us. It wasn't for them, there wouldn't be no ghetto. So what would you call it? I feel like things do have to be, with a name. But with J30 said, that is the environment that I grew up in. It was always fighting, always yelling, trash everywhere. It was so many fights, literally. Um, Screaming. Literally, I saw people run from the police every day. I literally almost got tased as a kid because somebody was getting chased and he shot his taser and I had literally ducked. So that was my environment. My environment was always loud. Isn't it crazy that I came from the ghetto or just the hood, and it's like a lot of people wouldn't even think that I came from the hood. It's crazy. Even just the way that I talk, the way that I talk, first off, as a kid, I never talked this way in a sense. I use a lot of slang, but now I talk so much different compared to how I was as a kid. And a lot of people in the environment, oh, you sound white, and I feel like it's some programming. You know, we program to think this way, act that way. But it's crazy that a form of being educated, people think it's labeled as white. And I'm like, why can't we be educated? You know? But it's programming. That's how they made us think. But as an adult, I feel like when you bring something to people awareness, bring it to their awareness, it's up to them to use it and better themselves. Can you put your hair back? No, I like my hair like this. Ghetto was originally a Jewish word, not black. To me, you don't sound white, you just sound professional. I feel like I like the way that I talk, you know? I don't try to fit in with no groups. I ain't trying to fit in with white. I ain't trying to fit in with black. I'm literally just being myself. I get along with everybody. Like, I have black friends, I have white friends, I have a friend that's Chinese. His name is Daniel, you know? He's my boy, you know? So it's like, I don't know. I'm just being myself. When I go downtown, it's like, it gives me great experiences. Because downtown, you just see different cultures. And I do run into a lot of people who are white. And you just, I don't know, just me just holding doors for them, or they're holding doors for me. And it just made me see life a little different, bigger picture and stuff like that. It's way different, you know, that I can really get along with everybody. Everybody's really just human, you know. Daniel Lee? No, his name not Daniel Lee. Daniel was a Chinese kid. He's a genius. He was a genius kid. He's one of those kids that people would call nerdy, wouldn't bother or wouldn't hang out with and stuff like that. That was my boy. I used to always talk to him like, hey, Daniel. He's like, NaShan. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Yeah, Nap is hella diverse with different cultures from around the world. I agree. I love Indy. That's one thing I like about Indy. Everybody really gets along, man. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I see myself in 5 years. Good credit. I'm working on my credit now. You know, I still got a lot of hiccups. I got a few hiccups on my credit, but my credit's gonna be good. My finances is gonna be straight. NaShan. That's what he said. That's how he said my name. Yeah, I'm gonna be in a very different spot financially, my profession, my career-wise. My name's gonna be bigger, and I'm gonna be more polished, and people really gonna know me for really helping the youth. I'm gonna be way bigger, really out there, and I feel like I'm gonna have a more firm seat than what I have now. I'm gonna have keys to a door, if you get what I'm saying. I feel like I'm gonna be very different spot. Learn from Daniel about his culture. I do learn from Daniel. He's a cool kid. He's very smart. He's in Florida right now, though. Thank you, Remy. I appreciate that. I feel like when you set your mind up to do something, you allow God to lead, it happen. I feel like that's for everybody that's watching this, that's in this chat. Have you ever been to another region, East Coast, West Coast? I never have, but I'm already planning one for the East Coast. So I'm working my way up. I go to Asia in 2 months every year. I'm thinking about going to Japan for my birthday. I'm really thinking about going. I just be waiting for God to like bless me with a good friend. You know, I don't really care for a relationship right now. I'm okay with a friendship because a friendship I feel like it fits me better than a relationship, for real. Because it's strictly friends, it's genuine, it's sincere. It's just that's what I'm looking for right now, and I feel like just having that good one friend on the same journey as me in a sense, to travel with me, you know, just be over, you know, I can talk to, just stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like that's missing in my life right now. Not missing, but that's something that, you know, I look forward to. I would say that it's kind of a strange question because I'm not really focused on that, if you get what I'm saying. I can come across certain people and I feel like, and I can see like, oh, they're attractive. But to be into people is like I'm pursuing them, or, you know, I can't really explain it, but nobody really has my attention. Nobody moves me, if you get what I'm saying. I don't like to be pursued, if you get what I'm saying. I don't like it. It actually annoys me. Especially I'm being pursued by people that I don't find attractive. So I've been single for 6 years, by the way. I broke up with my ex 6 years ago. I have been dating. Dating is in the sense of talking, but I have been single for 6 years, and during that 6 years, it has taught me a lot about myself. I'm growing. When God calls you, it can really get you to a point where you don't really care for relationships or to be into people or stuff like that. You become very content. I'm telling you, player, go mix with all cultures, go to their events. Yeah, I'm open to mix with different cultures and stuff like that. Japan is very rich in culture, including its Asian country. Japan would be dope. You ever watch Japanese news? It's so different from American news. It's way more peaceful. I never really watched it, but I'm already kind of aware of America is just pushes chaos. A lot of black versus white, like, you don't have to be that way, but it's an agenda here. I be watching other people in different countries, and they just seem so more peaceful than living here in America. Japan is nice. The food from there be busting. Asian food in general. Yeah, man. I saw this dude. I went to this place, and I seen this guy from Japan, and I just felt like would have been great, cool friends for real. But I don't even know how to start friendships. I could have been like, yo, you seem cool. Let's be friends. You know, I like his style was hard and everything, but I don't know how to. I don't be thinking, you know, I don't know. I don't be trying to move before a guy, for real. Used to be a gun on the street. They beat you with games. What the heck? Oh my gosh. What if you run? They chase you? When you coming back to St. Louis? Tomorrow. Lord's will. Best food in the world. You feed us in North America. Yeah, we do. We got, there's a lot of crazy food here. It's so toxic. Did you like it, Arthur? So toxic. I don't know why it's so toxic, bro. It's an agenda. I'm telling y'all to go into the music industry. Go into the music industry, you'll learn a lot. A lot of them don't even eat the food that we eat. That's why I'm gonna be knowing why people be trying to get famous. You're gonna regret that. I know people want money. That's cool and all, but once you get up there, you're gonna regret it. Really badly. We got the fattest people on earth. We are very unhealthy. Yes. It was not great. And hey, I ain't here to say, oh, it was amazing. It was just more so promo, the relationship building. But I don't do it anymore. I don't promote it because I make over 1 million views on my Instagram, and I come with a price, and I'm not going to cheat myself. I want a certain price, you know. That's a dog. If I'm doing something, if they want to tap in with me, State Street, I would definitely tap in with them for sure. Yeah, that food stuff, I come with a price. My prices, if I'm doing promo, and now you want me to promote certain videos within a month, you know, these days, this day, come this day, then it comes with a contract. So in that contract, I at least want $2,000 to $3,000 for certain videos that I am posting throughout the week. You know, you getting right here on your chopped cheese. I never had that one. I never had chopped cheese, but that's why that didn't work out because I didn't want to cheat myself. You know, I need to get paid, especially if people are benefiting from my platform, and I'm getting all these views, and people are literally coming to you because of my video. We need to go in contract. I need at least $2,000 to $3,000 for that whole month that I'm promoting these videos, because I was promoting videos every week. So, but that's why that didn't work out, because I didn't cheat myself. So when it's business, you know, and you want my services, it comes with a price. And it's just the way that works. You want to promote, you have to have a budget to do that. When rappers hit me up and they want to, do vlogs, I say, you know, it comes with a price. If you're not, I don't really charge kids. I don't charge kids at all, because I don't expect kids to have money, if you get what I'm saying. And my platform is about them anyway. But when people just strictly want to come and use my platform for their music or as a rapper, and they're not ready to invest, then I'm like, you're not a rapper. Because in order to grow a brand, you have to invest in yourself, you know? I understand that sometimes you don't have it, and that's why I tell them I do work with budgets. You know, I will work with what you have, even if that's $5, $10, you know? But if you're not willing to invest in yourself and you expect free handouts, you're not an entrepreneur. You want to be, you know? You have to invest in yourself. First off, what you mean by getting right here? I'm still stuck on that, unless you get it Aki way. Yeah, get your money, NaShaN. Y'all funny as heck. Yeah, man. I know how it is, though. Not everybody has, a lot of money, so that's why I don't go overboard, for real. I know how it is. That's why I work with budgets. Sometimes I'll just do it for free, just off the strength. Yo, thank you. Thank you for coming to my channel. I appreciate that. Where are you from? Sure. Sometimes I work with brands for free. And I do that because I'm building a business relationship. Indianapolis 42nd Post. Oh, you're from the neighborhood. When do you come back to St. Louis? State Street. I said if they want to tap in with me, I would definitely tap in with them. I would definitely tap in if they want to tap in with me. What are you interested in doing as a job? As a job, I don't even like jobs. A job is to me, is something that you just don't do. You're just doing it for money. But as a career, I want to work with at-risk youth. I want to work with kids who come from the ghetto, who are struggling, who are at risk of going to jail or dying to the gun, who are just bad, that have behavior issues that nobody can reach. And I want to start elementary, and I want to just work my way up. But my main spot, I just want to be elementary. But as I grow my brand, I want to do elementary, middle school, and high school, but my main grade is elementary. That's what I want to do. I want to just work with at-risk youth in the juvenile centers and the schools, and where kids get kicked out and they got to go to this one school. What's it called? What's those schools called when kids get kicked out and they got to go to that certain schools? I want to do that, stuff like that. One of my favorite movies that I can watch, I like Don't Be a Menace. To me, it was the 90s, early 2010. The Jiggly, my cousin actually made that. My cousin, Pac-Man, they actually made that. They all from Brentwood too. They made it in 2007. Joe Man made the video in 2011. Yeah, those schools. Thank you. No, it's not a social worker. I'm a mentor. It's a mentor type of work. I'm mentoring. I am a true mentor. That's my role. And I have to mentor in a way that I am free. I cannot mentor controlled. I have to be able to draw the kids that I feel connected to, and I have to be able to mentor them on my own terms, as in being able to sit in the classes when I want to, doing one-on-ones, hooping with them, taking them outside to the playground, bonding with them, studios, bringing the studio in so they can, outlets, learn how to rap, art, draw, painting outlets, stuff like that. I cannot be controlled when I mentor, because I would not be able to reach my full potential. Right now, I work with a kid who suffers from autism. It's not my passion. It's not something that I do. It is now a job. And a job to me is just something that I'm doing every day, and I'm not fulfilled. I don't enjoy going every day. It's not what I want to do, because I feel like more so a caregiver, and I feel like I can't mentor a kid who suffers from autism. I have dealt with kids that suffer from autism, and I thrive with those kids because it was different. I was actually a mentor. I wasn't taking them to the bathroom or helping them open their food. No, I was really mentoring them. I can't, so I don't really enjoy what I'm doing now. Boy, them were the days. You played ball on the team? Yeah, high school, middle school. I don't play anything other than basketball, sport-wise. I tried to. I was going to play tennis in high school and run track. I don't even know about that. Pac. Why you say Pac, Pixie? The only reason, I don't know, I'm just waiting on God, like I said, to open another door career-wise, to do something that I really want to do. We need more leaders like you in our hurting community to guide the youth for a better version of life. I feel like I am creating, and I feel like God is allowing me to create the leaders, the youth. I've came across a lot of kids who became very inspired by me, literally, and it's very amazing. They really look at me as a certain figure, to the point where it has caused them to change their lives. I met a kid, I did an interview with him. Like, kids now reach out to me to do videos, and they off the bat promote positivity, and they just be so happy to meet me, literally. And it's so crazy how they be looking at me. Like, I don't look at myself as this famous, not even famous, I'm not famous, but how other people look at me, they look at me as this public figure, and to me, I'm just like another regular person. And I like that, though, because it allows me to stay humble, but they be looking at me like I'm very important, and it inspires them to change their life. I did interview with WTHR. It's actually probably my favorite interview. I forgot the man that interviewed me, but I liked him. I like that news company. They're definitely dope. You're very important. I thank you for that. But I don't really see myself I don't really see myself how others see me. And I think that's God allowing me to think that way so I can remain humble. But I don't. I'm glad that I'm remained humble. I don't want to move by ego. Or think I'm that important or stuff like that. I don't want to get big-headed. I'm still human though, so sometimes I don't want to always talk, or I don't want to always take pictures or stuff like that. Cause I'm an introvert. I'm naturally an introvert, so sometimes people talk too much, and I just don't like it. And I'll just zone out, and cause I'm just introverted. Thank you, Blessed. Thank you, Flores. I appreciate that. Thank you, Pixie. Thank you. That's just my character, I think. I try to be humble. I try to. You remember seeing me on the news a couple years ago? That's how I found you. That was a great experience. The city of Indianapolis came out that day. That's my first time ever on the news. And the city came out. And they cut the grass on Brentwood. And they cleaned up. And yeah, the people in the trucks waved at me. They saw me and they just looked and waved. It was a great experience. That was the time where people was listening. Brentwood, the buildings over there were starting to get fixed up. Everything. It's very inspiring for real. But now, Brentwood, the apartments over there is getting knocked down. And the street signs are coming down. It's just crazy, right? So once they knock all of it down, the 42nd and Brentwood sign is going to come down. So yeah. They already took Essex Court street sign down. I don't know if they're gonna put it back up once it becomes something else. But I know once they knock buildings down, they take the street signs down too. It's crazy how much we can destroy our own community. They destroyed our community. I won't say we. Certain people did. Brentwood is not going to be rehabilitated. Well, okay, let me say, what do you mean rehabilitated? What do you feel like rehabilitated means? Because rehabilitated is a good word. So I agree. But the buildings over there is not going to get rehabilitated. They're getting knocked down. Actually, I went over there yesterday, and the same stuff is still going on. It's crazy. You know, I had a dream that Brentwood was going to get knocked down way before it started to get knocked down. You know what I saw? I saw my Aunt Bet's door get boarded up before it got boarded up. I saw a sign in the front that said it was about to get knocked down. And it's crazy when you go over there, it's actually a sign, 2 signs in the front showing the buildings that's going to get knocked down. Then I walked through a tunnel and I just saw memories. Then I looked to the right where Old Tree used to be at, and I saw those construction trucks. And when I was walking, I was cleaning up, I saw a kid, I saw homework, and I picked that homework up and I saved the homework and I set it on the table. Then when I went to the back, I saw pills all on the ground, drugs. It was crazy. And then somebody told me that Brentwood, they said it's gonna get fixed up. And they was like, no, it's not. And that dream really came true. But then I saw 2 kids walking on the sidewalk, and I focused on them. Rehabilitated, as in the people getting help or the area getting gentrified. I think so. I wouldn't say. I feel like gentrification can be a good thing in a sense. Not the gentrification where they push certain people, certain. You know how it is when you see in the world. But I feel like pushing a certain mindset out. You know. That's a crazy hold on. Yeah, pushing a certain mindset out. But I do feel like it is changing. It's gonna change into something very beautiful. It's gonna be very beautiful on Post Road. I think so. I believe it's gonna be very beautiful. It's really gonna make the city stand out. Nah, what you say? God is giving you. Yeah, I agree. God definitely does give me great dreams because that stuff did come true one by one. When my aunt Beth's door got boarded up, it got boarded up after that dream. Probably weeks later, and I remember I wore glasses. This day I didn't have glasses on, and I was on the other side of the street, and I just looked, and I noticed that far that my aunt Beth's door was boarded up, and I was like that came true. But yeah, that dream had to do. I feel like it had to do with something God was showing me. This is what's happening over here. This has to stop. And He showed me those kids, and I feel like something's about to happen that's gonna benefit the youth. So yeah, J30. Yeah, man, that was very real because it definitely came true. Building new buildings, business, and grounds, keeping without pushing the original citizens out. Well, I really value that street, Brentwood, 42nd, that one way in, one way out, that street. I value it. So I do pray and hope that area becomes really something that is really connected to what God is putting in my heart, you know? Yeah, I do believe it's going to happen. I met a man named T in 2019. He told me that I would be the one to make change in my neighborhood. But one tree can't make a forest. I need a church. And that he told me that I was going to be a leader too. And this was way before I got all these views and all this stuff. I just moved in it. That's why. And then I just have never been. Well, I have stuff here. I just haven't unpacked. I'm in the kitchen. I'm not putting nothing in my kitchen. I'm not putting no table or nothing. The kitchen is just the kitchen. But I literally just moved in here. No, it's not. Well, wait. What did Remy say? No, rib is different from gentrification. Two different meanings. What do you think it is? I've never been to the States. Really? No, but it's not my first spot. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, I have not really been having time to really unpack and get everything situated. For real. I have not. I've literally been coming into the house late and getting up early and leaving. So I haven't even, that's crazy. Thank you though, I appreciate it. I haven't even been able to sit. I haven't even got to a point to sit down and get my furniture and stuff like that. That's how busy I've been. I'm just grateful to come into my own place. Because if you know my situation before this, I kind of put myself in a bad situation because of my choices. And God opened this door for me. So, Remy, I get you the way that the corrupt. I ain't gonna lie to you, righteous Ron. That stuff, you still gonna deal with that because you got good and bad. So, it's a part of the system. Yeah, I agree with you, D. I agree with that, man. I know how it feels to sleep on couches and stuff like that. So, when God blesses me, I'm grateful. Especially for my situation before, this makes me grateful for what I have. I'm not really focused on, I just been, Lord's will, next week I'm gonna start ordering stuff, honestly. Because I got a gaming room. So I'm trying to really focus on my game room first. So I gotta start ordering stuff next week. Some LED lights and stuff like that, get a desk. And I gotta order my mattress, my bed set. Y'all know how much I love black, that I have been looking for black beds. I found the black bed, and I'm about to get it. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna put my room black, like black sheets and all that stuff. Or just blue, I don't know. What cam you got right now? I think I might get. What cam? I have a GoPro. I met this YouTuber. He do hood vlogs. And he literally gave me my flowers. It was like, you inspired me to do my videos like this. I was like, thank you, man. Because a lot of people wouldn't do that. They wouldn't give you flowers, you know? And then I told him, I was like, also, a lot of people wouldn't even open the door. Like, I was open to give him, like, my ideas on how I'm growing. And I told him, like, a lot of people in the same lane, or, they'd be so afraid of competition. I'm like, nah, I feel like even if you're in the same lane, everybody still can eat. I told him, even like I said, me and him can go to the same hood and do vlogs, and we still both can eat. And people do not work that way. There's nothing like your own place, peace of mind. I agree, man. I'm an introvert, so that speaks volumes right there. This is just my space away from the world. Gentrification works though. I feel like gentrification can be good and bad. I feel like it's in the good in the sense where it can push a certain mindset out. Push a certain mindset out, because a certain mindset can hold a community back, and it won't allow the community to move forward. So when you push that mindset out, it can cause the community to thrive and then be rehabilitated. So that's where those two words can come into play together. I do play Fortnite. I'm a camper. I play Call of Duty. I can't wait to get my game set, man. It's crazy. I play Call of Duty, so when I play Fortnite, I be whooping those kids. They just good builders. They be building like crazy, though, so I give them that, but I be tearing them up. Rehabilitation is what they did to the meadows, the ponds projects in Hallville. Yeah, but I feel like rehabilitation, all those, it wasn't successful because they didn't really target the actual root cause of trying to change the ghettos. I feel like you cannot, for example, say if they went on Brentwood and they just knocked it down and built new ones, it would have most likely became the same problem. I feel like you can't knock the problem buildings down and expect it to change with new buildings. It's going to bring the same problems back because they're not really targeting the root cause. You get what I'm saying? It's a mindset. It's a way that certain people in the community are thinking, which is causing it to become the projects, which is causing it to fall down. You have to target that. Or even if they don't want to change, push them out. Push that mindset out. Target the youth, start fresh. Pro builders. Yeah, they're pros. I don't build on Fortnite at all. I literally just go and shoot. So one time I hid in the bathroom for the whole game, was lighting them up. Has the city always been that bad? I saw you post something about 4 kids. One of those kids was my cousin. I don't know, man. I wouldn't say the city is bad because it's everywhere. It's everywhere, man. A lot of people always say, oh, I'm going to leave Indy, man. It's crazy here. But if they go to another city, they're going to find the same thing. It's everywhere. Exactly. You got to help the people before you help the property. That is true, man. But sometimes certain people don't want help. They destroy. Thank you. Thank you, Two-Way. I appreciate that. The projects I grew up in was bad in the 80s and 90s, but when the 2000s came and fixed up the buildings, it was still hood. Nowadays, it's quiet. It's probably quiet because the certain mindset inside of it probably left. Okay, what makes you, why is it quiet now? What's crazy? When you go on Brentwood now, it's very quiet. It's like a different neighborhood. I ain't gonna lie, I went over there yesterday or 2 days ago, and you still got people over there that's still on drugs, and they're doing drugs and stuff like that, but it's crazy. Good kids in bad cities. Yeah, man. It's just, yeah. Everybody dead or in jail got families to raise. What's one crazy messed up thing that I got raised up on? I saw a lot of OGs out there selling drugs. And what's crazy? A lot of kids who grew up in that, like I was a kid who honored what I was born into. I honored it. And I saw a lot of OGs. Now I saw a lot of OGs sell drugs, dope, crack cocaine. Then they got older and got a job. And I feel like that's so messed up because it's misguided so many. It misguided so many of us growing up. It's like he made us believe this is the way to go, but now you got a job. If y'all get what I'm saying. There are certain spirits here. What you mean, blessed? You have a cat? Yes, I have a boy cat. His name's Tiger. It's like, you know, it's misguiding, bro. You honored selling drugs. Well, you know, but now you got a job. It's messed up. Now a lot of the kids that you led are now in jail, or, you know, you left them. Yeah, all right, I appreciate it, Arthur. Thank you for tuning in. Like what you said, it's all a mindset thing. Most of the hard knock kids that grew up in my section either dead, locked up, or turned their lives around. Most of the people in my section, they're dead or they're locked up. It's crazy. I never really came, so it hasn't been a lot of us that turned our lives around. It was only one dude that actually made it out before everybody. His name was Robert, but he always had a good mindset when we was in the projects. He didn't live there, but he was there almost every day. He was a football player. I think now he's in the Army. He was the first person that actually made it out of our group. You know? But then it was me. I made it out. Somebody tried to diss me one time, but about me making it out. So how you making it out? You stay in those apartments on Franklin. I'm like, well, I don't live there anymore, but I did used to live there, and nothing is wrong with living over there, you know? But making it out to me is not material things. Making it out is my mindset, my growth, you know? That's making it out to me. So I have made it out. Making it out is not material things to me. I was one of those people that made it out too. Luckily, y'all came to choices, really. Remy, I ain't gonna lie to you, that's the realest thing ever. It is your choices. It's definitely your choices, man. It's your choices. It's your choices, for sure. You gotta really not want to fit in with the crowd. Be your own person. I was called weird growing up, though. A lot of people call me weird. I could see why. I was very different. The enemy has a lot of our young people under attack. We must continue to pray for them spirits that deceive them and make them think they can't make anything out of themselves. They also need love. But I do agree with that, man. One thing I do pray, you know, especially for one of my kids, you know, that they overcome and make it. But when you really when you step into the school system, blessed, you will see that the enemy is actually there too. Like I was working in this elementary school, and I was a behavior person at one of the elementary schools I worked at. And a lot of those kids came from very just broken homes, but they was always punished. They was never nobody never tried to help them or really try to sit down and get to know why they was acting the way that they do. But instead, I caught myself inside of a system that it was a white lady, not really caring about her color, but it was a white lady, and she changed the whole room around. And what she did was, they could no longer talk, and they was only able to do work. What threw me off was they wasn't able to pick their lunch. Whatever lunch was brought to them, that's what they had to eat. And it made me feel like it was some form of juvenile system. And it made me upset because I'm like, why are these kids being treated like juveniles? You know? So I went against it. And I started talking to this kid. She was a third grader. She was always in trouble. And I learned why she was always in trouble. And it was because she missed her mom and her dad. She literally started crying. And that's when I encouraged her. I even brought in, I spoke about Jesus, and I allowed her to know that maybe God one day is going to change the situation around for her. But she has to keep believing. She was crying, and I encouraged her, and I lifted her up, and I sent her back to class. And they try to keep her in there and push her to be quiet and do more work. And I advocated for her. I was like, no, she can go back to class. And that is a system that's happening inside the school systems right now. You know, they're not kids like that are trouble, that are coming from broken environments. They're not getting help. They're getting punished. It's like jail. Yeah, that sounds like a correctional facility. No talking, no choice. Exactly. That's what's happening inside of the school systems. And I went against it. I actually got, it's crazy. I'm gonna wait until God actually, you know, is ready for me to speak about that whole school situation. And I'm gonna speak about it. But I don't want to speak about it right now. But yeah, that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. They're not getting help. They're getting punished every time they have behaviors. You have staff members cheering when a kid reaches 10 suspensions so they can expel them. Kids who are really struggling because of their life story that they have no control over. They're just getting kicked out without help. They're getting failed. And they're surrounded by, I wouldn't even say they're surrounded, but they are surrounded by people who don't understand. They just surrounded by people who just don't care. They're surrounded by staff, adults who don't care. Literally. They don't care. That's why I'm kind of a threat to the system. I'm a threat to the school system. Yeah, this is going on in the school systems. This is inside of the public school systems. This is exactly what's going on. Kids are getting belittled or telling they're going to be dropouts. Teachers telling other kids not to play with certain kids who are in trouble. They're going to be school shooters. This stuff is happening inside the school systems. That's why I feel like I am a threat inside of it. Because I'm a truth teller. I'm telling the world what's really happening. You know? It's like you have to sell out. You know? You have to sell out. And you don't even have to, like, do that. Like, a lot of people think they got to do certain things to sell out. No, you don't have to do that. You don't. Like, a lot of people want to move up. Why do you want to move up in a corrupted system? You know, just for money. And that's selling out. You're selling out just to move up in a corrupted system. When God, you do the right thing, God can open up a bigger door for you. You know? That satisfies you. It's crazy. Yeah, man, it's definitely going on. It's going on. It's definitely going on. Just some people don't like to speak out. They're scared that they're going to lose their positions. I sold my position. I sold my position and my check when I went against that system when they try to treat those kids like juveniles. I sold it. I said, you can have it. I'm not selling out. I'm not. They try to make me submit to that system, literally, as if I was like, you know how you in juvenile or something, you have the people that watch all the kids. They try to make me in that position, but I didn't do it at all. I didn't do it, and I lost my position. I lost my check. Well, I didn't lose my check, but I lost my position of getting paid. I lost it, and that's fine with me, cause I didn't sell out. Yeah, they profit over principles. Yeah. It's all about money. It's all about gaining for themselves, getting in certain positions. That's what's really happening right now. When y'all see what's happening with these schools, it's a war. It's a spiritual war. It's a war, and it's spiritual. And it's like the world is seeing a side that has been hiding for a long time, you know? Well, I'm gonna say a long time that's finally coming true. Or not true, but we're starting to see it. You did the right thing. I agree. I ain't gonna say it wasn't painful. It was very painful. But during that situation, I did encounter the Holy Spirit because I was about to quit, and then I just randomly heard a voice say, "Be quiet." What did it? It said, "Humble yourself and wait until God opened the door for you. I literally heard that voice in my head, and it was a man's voice. And that day, I never sent that text to that principal and was like, I'm about to quit. I never did it. Sometimes, for good people, we all wish we could help the world if we could, but God only gave us 2 arms and 1 mind, really big land of life. I feel like in my situation, I am doing exactly what God wants me to do, my pathway. It was meant for me. It's meant for me to be where I'm at right now. You know, if it was meant for me to stay inside that school system, I would have stayed. But I believe God is sending me another way. And it might be bigger than the school system. Maybe it's not meant for me to, I don't know what God is doing. I just have to trust Him and continue on my journey. But I believe that I am going to do this to help and make it better. Or just be a force for the kids. Because I'm not very focused on just this physical world because it's passing away. It's something way bigger that's happening. So it's like, yeah. It's spiritual. Everything I know. With that situation, it allowed me to know that God was definitely present. It was meant for me to move on. Because the way that how it started, it was very peaceful, it was good. And then God just randomly switched it. And it just went really, really rocky out of nowhere. And then once God opened up a door for me, where I work at right now, the company that I work at right now, that's when I left, and went to this company. So far the company that I'm at now, they're very supportive. So, they're very supportive. They always stood with me when I had, issues and stuff like that. Listen, I have never been a problem in any other school that I have worked at. Ever. It has never been me. Ever. It has always been other people inside the schools, teaming up against me, gossiping, trying to sit me down, making it seem like they were for me. The whole time once I talk to them and I, share, they put it in group chats, they gossip, they whisper, they team up. It has never been me. I'm a very quiet person and I do my job. I do my job very well, thanks to God. I always go in, I do my job, I try to collab with the teachers, the staff, all of it, to make wherever student I'm working with, to make the school better and to really create a system to really help the kid, and whatever kid that I'm working with. But it's always the other individuals trying to stop me and go against me. This makes me understand this is really a spiritual warfare, But it really don't be me. I can fight back. Oh shoot, I can fight back. I fight back a lot. He feels like God, but I don't think that, because God is not evil. It's the devil. The devil brings negativity. God can use certain situations. He can use certain situations, but I don't believe God brings negativity. God is good. There's no bad, no evil can be found in him. That is the devil. And sometimes the devil uses people for his agenda. They allow him to use him. Like teachers or staff, those people that go against these kids and don't really help them, they're being used by the devil for his agendas. It's good versus evil inside the system. It's not color versus color. We just get tricked. Your favorite presidents that people fall for, like right now, if a black president comes right now and runs for president, the black community will vote for him just because he's black. And the whole time he can be a individual that's led by evil, but we're so blinded by color. But inside of the system is not color versus color. It is a spiritual warfare. It is evil versus good versus evil. It's so many different people of colors, that's in seats. You have a lot of black people that's in seats that does evil. You have a lot of white people in seats that does good. You have a lot of white people in seats who does evil. You have black people who does good or evil or it's not color. You know? It's not color at all. And people will learn this once they get inside of the system and see for what it is. It's good people inside the system. It's good teachers, it's good staff members, it's genuine people inside of the system that you will find. But I can say that you will find a lot of evil compared to good. And the people who are good, they get burnt out, you know? Because they're going against a lot of evil, a lot of gossiping. It's so much. That's why I'm a threat. I am a threat to the systems. But nobody can push me out or keep me out. I think that's what people need to recognize or understand. If I didn't get into a door, it's because that's the door that God didn't want me to go through that door. Nobody can stop me either. It's crazy. It's crazy what's happening right now, though. Like the governor taking money from schools. It's a war. Do I believe that IPS is gonna get knocked off the map? I don't really know. But I strongly believe, I feel like it's a lot of people in tune that's trying to knock it off. I feel like it's a lot of people that are secretly for the district, but they're also, I believe they're behind the scenes trying to knock it off. You know? Because maybe they got something that they're gaining from it. And a lot of people are about to lose their jobs. You know? And sometimes when I be thinking about the IPS situation of being dismantled, I understand a lot of parents and teachers that are genuine trying to fight for it. But then I also see the dark side of it, of IPS and what's happening inside the school systems. And you have to think, is it really actually a bad idea? Because when you see the way that kids are being treated and what's really happening inside of it, don't you think it is a good thing for it to disappear and be removed? You know? You gotta get what I'm saying. I mean, a lot of people can lose their jobs, but that also, I won't say it's a good thing, but it can be. Not to the point where they're struggling, they can't pay their bills. Not that. You never wish that on nobody. Even the people that's your enemies, never wish that on nobody. But it can be good because it can remove certain teachers and staffs that are actually not good for the system. You know? They're actually not helping these kids who have no control over their households or their environments that they're coming from. A lot of kids are acting out with behaviors. How can you punish kids who are acting out because of trauma due to the way that the brain is responding? That's not fair. That's just the way that the brain responds to trauma. It's psychological. How can you punish a kid for that? You know? If a kid is growing up without a parent, they on drugs, they're growing up in a very broken household, whatever, and they're acting out through their behavior, How can you punish them because their brain is functioning in the way that it's supposed to when it is exposed to trauma? That means the kid is crying out for help. They need help. Like one of my kids, he was definitely crying out for help. He had crazy behavior issues, but when I used to speak to him about a certain situation, he would cry. You know, he would literally cry. And through his behavior, he was crying out for help. Why wasn't he helped? You know, U.S. is ranked last in education. I think it's bigger than education. It's bigger. When you work with these kids who are in trouble, it's way bigger than education. You're trying to save them from the system. You know, that's where it becomes bigger than education. I feel like it's not all about education. These kids are on the verge of losing their lives to the system. You know, it's like a game. It's designed this way. It's bigger. I know a lot of people push education is important. Yeah, it is important. It's very important. But these kids are fighting something way bigger than education. Or we're fighting something way bigger than education. You know? We're trying to literally save kids. I know I am. I'm trying to save kids. Save their soul, save their life. Let them know that they are loved. You know, that people do care. That if something happens to them, I'm going to be hurt. You know, Miss Clay would be hurt. Miss Clay cares about you. There was a guy that I went to school with. He had problems in school. Come to find out he had ADHD. A lot of the kids get diagnosed with ADHD. But it's bigger than that. I have ADHD. ADHD can be developed through trauma. And a lot of those kids just need therapy. But a lot of people just want to put them on medication. Just give them therapy. I've tried it. It works. I took a kindergartner off of her ADHD medication for 3 days. I did therapy with her, creative arts. She didn't have behaviors for those 3 days. Only reason she had behaviors is because I came inconsistent and I stopped doing it. That was the only problem. But they're distracted with what's going on in their lives. They're very intelligent. But a lot of people judge them. A lot of people see their behaviors and they judge them off their behaviors. Like one of my kids, he had a lot of behavior issues. People thought he was dumb. He didn't know nothing. But he was very smart. He was very, very clever. And I was the first person to know that his favorite subject and his strength of subject was math. You know, because I didn't judge him off his behaviors. I got to know him and understand that he was actually a smart kid. He was very street smart too, you know, but he was very smart. And I learned that his subject was math. He struggled with reading. He didn't know how to read. We was working on that, you know, but he was good at math. True, so true. My son has autism. I did. You did, man. So I have a question. I work with a kid with autism. I'm gonna be honest. It's not my passion. It's something that I don't want to do. I'm just humbling myself because I'm not trying to move before God. But it's something I don't want to do, honestly. You know? It's just not my passion. And it doesn't make me a bad person. It just makes me an honest person because I know what I want to do. But I do have a question. Do you feel like your son came out a lot better compared to the medication? I do applaud a lot of people who deal with autism because it's not for the weak. But yeah, I agree. Everything it's not for everybody. We all have our likes and dislikes. For real though, kids are so innocent. It all comes down to our raising them that affects the future. I agree. But sometimes we can't control who are raising them, you know? We can't always change the household. I know it starts in the household, it sure does. But we can't always control that. So we have to find other ways to help them. I'm aware of a lot though. It was a lot. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say it. But I'm aware of a lot. I do because I took the time to know my son, help him because it shows his strengths as well as his weakness. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like the kid that I work with who struggled with autism, I did take the time to get to know him. A lot of stuff that he's doing now, God has allowed me to help him. He couldn't go to the bathroom by himself. He now does. He didn't know how to put his jacket and stuff on. He now knows how to do that. At first he wasn't doing work. He now does it. At first he wasn't sitting on the carpet by himself. Now he does it. So I have helped him. And my biggest thing has always been independence, you know? Because I feel like when he gets older, I feel like that's one important thing that I feel like he needs. He needs to learn how to be independent, you know? That's a gift. That's a strength. I want him to be independent. So I have worked with him on that, to become independent. And he's growing. Like I say, the kid he's growing, you know? He's communicating better, all this stuff. He's learning how to not act out. You know, I know kids with autism, when certain things happen, they get escalated. Instead, I've taught him to learn how to ask for help. He does that. But I just know that it's just not for me. My heart is where kids who are at risk at, who are struggling, you know, who are coming from hard homes and they have behavior issues, you know, and they just need my guidance and my mentorship. It's just right now, the reason why I haven't quit is because I am literally waiting on God. That's the only reason. I can quit now. I can quit and walk away. But I'm learning how to wait on God. You know, and I don't want to move before God. That's the only reason why I haven't quit yet. But I want to. And yeah, my calling is where kids like that who are at risk, are struggling, coming from hard homes, they're smoking, they're in the streets, they're struggling with behaviors. That's where my heart is at. I'm just waiting on God. I used to have bad ADHD in school. It was bad until I graduated, but now I got a handle on it through health changes. I have ADHD too, but I got overlooked because I always been quiet. But I have ADHD. I'm just a daydreamer. I'm the daydreamer ADHD kid. But I have ADHD. I still struggle with it today. As more so, I'm always all over the place. I'm always thinking, it's hard for me. I focus, like, I haven't worked on my book in a couple of days. Probably a week, couple weeks. When I focus on something, I'll focus on it for a good couple of minutes, 10, 20 minutes. I need probably 20. And I zone out and go to something else. Then I come back to it. And then I zone out and go to something else. Then I come back to it. So I struggle with that. That's something I really struggle with. I used to struggle with procrastination. Like, I procrastinated a lot, but I don't really do that anymore. But I do zone out a lot. That's why it's hard for me to read books now. That's why I jump books. Like, I can read a few pages of this book, then I'll go to the next book and read that, then I go to the next book. Like, I'm going to read a few of these like, I'm going to read a few of this, then I'm gonna be done with it. Literally. I won't even finish it. Unless I really, really, really like it. But I still struggle with ADHD. I just learned how to live with it and just, accept that I'm always thinking. But that's when I fast though. I'll be planning to fast. I'll be planning to fast around my career. I'll be talking to God, man. I'll be really raw. I'll be very raw to God. I'll be letting him know, like, God, this is not what I want to do. I'm not happy. I'm not fulfilled. I don't want to get up every day and do this. This is not what I want to do. You know? Like, please give me direction. Open the door for me. I don't want to leave this and go to something else that I don't want to do. I want to leave this and finally do something I truly want to do. Every day I wake up, I'm happy to get up and go to do this. Right now, I'm not happy to get up and do this because it's not my calling. But he has me here for a reason. I just don't like it. I don't want to do it. Did you feel like your ADHD came back or got worse over the pandemic? I feel like my ADHD has probably always been the same. It's just I have became aware of what I'm struggling with. I feel like the pandemic didn't really bother me or affect me because I was still working in a sense. I still had a job. I was working at this pizza place and it closed down though, but I found another job. I'm glad that pizza place closed down though. Well, I'm glad I got out of that situation because that wasn't a good situation. And they never paid me for my money. They never gave me my money either. Get in touch with the labor board. Yeah, I was trying to get in touch with a lot of people, or not a lot of people. I was trying to figure out how can I get my money because I never got paid. But I need my $300 and some dollars. I asked my mom and brother working in schools, and they said that the kids who were struggling with those signs of ADHD, and all of them bounced back. All my kids that I work with had ADHD. It's crazy. Thank you, Blessed. I appreciate that. They all had ADHD. I used to ask them too. I would say, "Do you like it?" And it was like one of them said, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, he like being on it." And I think more so because it helps him calm down. So I try to make sure that they did like it. But one of them, it did never affected him. They gave him that medication. It never affected him. I honestly believe he had autism. He struggled. I feel like he was autistic. He had a lot of behavior issues. He was a little white kid. But you would think he was from my hood, for real. But when I started working with this kid that I'm working with right now, and I observed him, and I saw certain behaviors that he did, it reminded me of this other kid. And it made me think like, was he autistic? And it was just certain things, like the way that the kid that I work with now, how he ran, like when he run, he does some strange thing with his arms and his body. And the kid did the same thing. And it's just certain things that it looks similar, and it made me realize that was he actually like autistic? Because he had ADHD. They put him on ADHD medication, but it never affected him. It never helped. You know, and part of me feels like he's probably on the spectrum. You know. I do feel like he's on the spectrum off of just observing and seeing certain behaviors in the kid that I'm working with now. They look just alike. Those behaviors look just alike. He's more high functioning, I would say. I mean, I really got to drive back to St. Louis, bro. I can't enter and sleep. I'm about to be on the same thing. I gotta get up early. And I start my gym journey next week, Lord's will. I can't wait, bro, because I'm tired of being little. Thank you, man. I am about to get off here because I do gotta get up early. Stuff on my nose. I gotta get up early tomorrow and drive. You know? So I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I hope y'all have a good night's sleep. Thank y'all for tuning in.